In my group for the AS Media coursework, in which I have worked with one other person who is as enthusiastic in filmmaking as I am, we both thought deeply about what representations we could include in our final product, along with the effect, strength and practicality of each. Running through each representation we were taught about at the beginning of the year, we realised that age may have practicality issues, as old people often have very different lifestyles to our age group, and it will therefore be difficult to arrange a time to film. This is something I personally found an issue with later on in the project. On the other hand, children are fairly difficult to work with due to lack of focus, quality of acting and other activities they may be involved with. Although this was a strong generalisation made by my partner and I, we decided not to risk it. After discussing other possibilities, we decided to focus on class and race. These decisions were made as we thought class would be something we could represent well, with a contrasting costume and camera angles during the beginning of the extract, and then use cinematography to show the protagonist as equal after the subtle relationship had formed. Race is something that would have a powerful impact on the audience and result in a more emotive ending to the sequence, despite it being a delicate subject. We also thought we were open to how we would represent this. A different colour of skin to white British would be the most obvious, whilst a different language to British would create a more subtle representation and could therefore be more effective. We also thought that language would be easier to obtain when talking practicality. Unfortunately, I could not find anybody to represent race in the time that I had, so just remained with the representation of class. In the final product, I had one upper class male who wore a smart white shirt, slim dark trousers and black brogues, as this creates a more dominant representation of higher class. The other protagonist wore a camo hooded jumper, plain white t-shirt, black jeans and trainers, as this shows a more working class style and represents the class as inferior. These strong representations allow me to show a powerful anti-stereotype event by having the lower class character getting away and being more confident in the violent situation, whilst the upper class character appears more fragile and vulnerable and is recaptured at the end. Cinematography also generated powerful representations throughout the piece. For example, at the beginning of the extract, slight high angles were used to show the lower class character, while subtle low angles showed the upper class character, as these shots revealed the status and authority level of each character. Later on in the opening sequence, a subtle relationship begins to form between the two characters that have been forced into the same situation, and this is shown through the shot reverse shot technique, using extreme close-ups of the protagonist's eyes, and now at the same angle, as they are of the same level of authority, because the relationship and teamwork has made them equal. This is up to a point, as afterwards the lower class character is obviously presented as more powerful, as he is the one with the choice who gets away, whereas the upper class character is physically trapped by the antagonist and is held down, showing vulnerability through proxemics.